Have you ever heard about people getting microchips implanted in their brains so they can have quick access to the internet? How about uploading our consciousness into a computer so we can live forever in cyberspace? These concepts might sound like futuristic science fiction, but in reality, it's just around the corner. Today, we are going to talk about when souls are implanted like AI chips. So let's get started. Part 1. Microchips for humans. In recent years, technology has advanced rapidly, and one of its most exciting frontiers is the development of microchips that can be implanted into the human body. These chips are designed to interact with the nervous system and can be used for a variety of purposes, such as restoring vision in blind people or restoring movement in quadriplegics. But what happens when these chips are used to enhance or even change the very essence of what it means to be human? What happens when our souls are implanted like AI chips? One way that this could happen is through the use of brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. BCIs allow people to control computers or prosthetic limbs with their thoughts. As the technology becomes more advanced, it could eventually allow people to interact with each other's minds directly. Imagine a world where you could download thoughts, memories, and even emotions into another person's brain. This could revolutionize the way we communicate and connect with each other. However, it could also pose some serious ethical questions. For example, what happens if someone downloads malicious thoughts or feelings into your mind? Or what if someone steals your thoughts or memories without your consent? These are just some of the ethical dilemmas that need to be explored as BCs continue to develop. Another way that souls could be implanted like AI chips is through the use of nanotechnology. Nanotechnology involves the use of tiny robots that are smaller than a human cell. These robots could be programmed to interact with the neurons in our brain, allowing us to interface with computers or other electronic devices. Imagine a world where everyone has a personal nanobot army that follows them around, providing security and even companionship. This could be a reality sooner than you think. In fact, scientists at the University of California, San Diego, have already developed a swarm of nanobots that can navigate the bloodstream and deliver drugs to specific locations in the body. While this technology is still in its infancy, it has the potential to revolutionize medicine and our understanding of the human body. However, as with any new technology, there are ethical concerns that need to be addressed. For example, what happens if someone's nanobots malfunction and begin to harm the user? Or what if nanobots are used for nefarious purposes, such as creating an army of mindless drones? These are just some of the ethical dilemmas that need to be considered as nanotechnology continues to develop. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe. If you don't want to miss the next videos, click the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. 2. Uploading our consciousness. Imagine a world where you can upload your consciousness to a computer and live forever in cyberspace. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it might not be for long. With advances in technology, it may not be long before we can upload our souls to a computer and live in a virtual world. But what does that really mean? And is it possible to preserve our humanity in the process? One of the main proponents of this idea is Elon Musk, who believes that it is possible to create a digital copy of ourselves that can exist in cyberspace. According to Musk, this digital copy would be able to think, feel, and interact with his environment just like a human being. But what would this digital copy be made of? Would it be a simulation of our brain activity or a collection of our memories and experiences? The answer to this question is not clear, but it is likely that a combination of both would be necessary to create a convincing digital copy. Another major concern is whether or not this process of uploading our consciousness would actually preserve our humanity. Would this digital copy be truly conscious, or would it simply be a sophisticated program that mimics human behavior? It's possible that in the process of converting our consciousness into digital data, something would be lost. We are more than just the sum of our memories and experiences, and there is something intangible about human consciousness that is difficult to define or measure. Could this intangible aspect of ourselves be lost in the process of uploading our consciousness to a computer? It is possible, but it is also possible that this process would allow us to better understand what it means to be human. By studying our digital copies, we may learn more about the nature of consciousness and the things that make us us. Whether or not uploading our consciousness to a computer is possible or even desirable is a highly controversial topic. There are strong opinions on both sides of the debate, and it is likely that this debate will continue to rage for many years to come. What do you think? Is it possible to upload our consciousness to a computer? And if so, should we do it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Part 3. A new world. So what would this new world look like? If it became possible for humans to have souls implanted like AI chips, or to upload our consciousness to a computer, would it be a utopia or a dystopia? One thing is for sure, it would be a world unlike anything we have ever known before. On the one hand, this technology could allow us to break free from the limitations of our physical bodies and explore new realms of possibility. Imagine a world where everyone has access to vast stores of knowledge and information, where communication is instantaneous, and where the boundaries between physical and digital reality are blurred. This could be a world where we can truly be anything we want to be and go anywhere we want to go. But this technology could also be used to create a new form of inequality and division in society. Imagine a world where only the rich and powerful have access to soul implants or consciousness uploads, while the rest of humanity is left behind. This could lead to a new form of social hierarchy, one that is based on whether or not you have had a soul implanted or uploaded. And this technology could also be used to control and manipulate people in ways that we couldn't even imagine yet. Imagine a world where the government or some other authority has access to your thoughts and memories, where they can control how you feel and what you think. This could be a world where privacy and free will no longer exist. The truth is, we simply couldn't know for sure what a world with soul implants or consciousness uploads would look like. It could be a world full of wonder and possibility, or a world full of danger and uncertainty. What we can be sure of is that it would be a world unlike anything we have ever known before. As we continue to develop new technologies that allow us to interface with computers in new ways, it is important that we consider the ethical implications of our work. We must ensure that these technologies are used for good and not for evil. We have the opportunity to create a better world for ourselves and future generations, but it is up to us to ensure that we use these technologies responsibly. What do you think? What would a world where humans have souls implanted like AI chips, or where we can upload our consciousness to computers look like? Would it be a utopia or a dystopia? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching.